Well, guys, it looks like this is the end. Not really sure why the world is ending, but I will say this. I'm gonna put my PlayStation controller down. I will say this: it did have to happen at some point, and I'm not regretful. I think I live my life to the fullest, and if the world ends today, I'm okay with that. I really am. It's been a good run. I've made it 19 years now. Actually, my birthday was the other day, and I think the world is about to end. So you're probably like, what the hell is Patrick on drugs right now? I was walking out of Meal Hall like 5 minutes ago, and I noticed the sky was like vibrant, ridiculous, just ridiculous. It was like, I don't even know how to describe it. It was cloudy and bright, like we couldn't see what was coming, but there was like a giant fireball, like the sun had just exploded and it's coming at us. And I don't know what it is, but it looks like it's about to be the apocalypse outside. And I'm not gonna lie, feeling a little bit scared. I've never seen this kind of, I don't know, atmosphere before. It is a cloudy yellow. It's like if it was really cloudy out and you put HD vision wraparounds on, except you put them on everybody, because everybody was just walking and they're just like looking up at the sky. And I just saw some people walking by. I have never talked to them before in my life, and I was like, "You see this?" They're like, "Yeah, dude, it's the apocalypse." And I'm pretty sure they're probably high, but wow. The best way I can describe it, apart from cloudy with HD vision wraparounds, is like transit. You know that like really cloudy grossness, like you can't see the sun, but way brighter, like vibrant, like everybody just took drugs somehow. Like the drugs just fell from the sky. Now everybody sees everything really more colorful, but only outside because it looks fine in here. Except, wow, my window. Okay, see, here's the thing. My windows are just like the exact same. Like it's almost dark out, but my windows are so bright. It's really weird, guys. It's really weird, and I don't know what's happening. Is it the end of the world? Maybe, but wow, I'm gonna be. You know what? I haven't written the time. Excuse me. I haven't written the time down for this episode, and I don't want to end up going too late or too short. Except I don't have a pen. Oh, I think this is a pen. Here, hold up. Let's say 4:58. So yeah, like I said, the world is ending, but like I said, it is what it is. I mean, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, then I don't know. That's probably a good thing. I'd prefer if the world didn't end. So you know what? I'm just, like I said, I'm gonna live life to the fullest, and if the world ends, the world ends, and if it doesn't, good. But man, was it so cool. It was so cool, and I wish I could just stay out there and just look at it. It was the weirdest colors in the sky I've ever seen before. So bright, but cloudy. Like it had just rained. I don't understand. I hear people at my door right now, and if they can hear what I'm saying, they probably think I'm on drugs. You guys probably think I'm on drugs, but no, I don't do drugs. Well, I do take Tylenol once in a while. I won't lie. What are we going to talk about today, guys? This is, by the way, let me bring this up here. This is episode number, wait for it, episode number 27, because I forgot to put number 26 to the thingy. What's that called? The thingy. I had to put number 26. I've yet to put number 26 on the playlist. So we're gonna go do this right now in the middle of an episode. SmithSquad Podcast. Boom. There you go. There you freaking go. Okay, so where was I in my... Well, I wasn't really anywheres, was I? I'm kind of scattered today. I really am scattered. Honestly, I really didn't want to make a podcast today because I was scared that this was going to happen. Normally, the podcast is pretty scattered to begin with. Usually go into this just... Last week, my goal was to go into it and just talk for an hour with no topics, but I had a couple ideas, like, oh, maybe I'll talk about this. Today, nothing. I just kind of was like, walking back, I was like, oh, I got to do a podcast. So I was like, the sky. I'm going to talk about the sky. And now I'm talking about how I decided to talk about the sky. So that's how you want to have a podcast. You want to talk about, well, you want to talk about nothing. So what's new in the world of me? Okay, well, here's the thing. I just went to, so I'm 19 now, which you apologize. I'm sick. I'm not digging this stuff, but went to go to the liquor store today because I told some friends I'd buy some alcohol for them because they don't have any money, and it's definitely not. Yeah, they don't have any money, so I had to go buy some alcohol for them. So there were like 5 people I had to go buy alcohol for. My friend, my neighbor, my friend's neighbor, my ex-girlfriend, my ex-girlfriend's friend, and my other friend. So I had to go to 2 liquor stores, and I'm like from a university town, so it's really far away if you want to go to the second liquor store. So I go to the first liquor store, dropped like $65. It's like, okay, you guys are good. I got you. And then we're like, all right, so we got to go into town to get the other liquor because, well, you know, can't just like if I buy like $110 worth of liquor, it's just going to be a little weird. So here's me being really good and not knowing what that thing is. This was like my first game with Zombeast. Shout out Zombeast. You wanted this podcast today. I'm bringing it to you. Let's a little sponsorship right now. This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Zombeast. I don't think he uploads YouTube videos, but he did want the podcast today, and it was actually a 50-50 tie. But because Zombeast was voted for the podcast, and his opinion gets weighted higher than you. No, I'm just kidding. But I wanted to go with the podcast because I was like, you know what? Like, I feel like if I don't do a podcast, I'm not doing my best. And I got the hour to spare. So we're doing the podcast, and no topics, no nothing. But everybody says they like the podcast more when I do it by myself, which I find ridiculous because there is, I hate to use the word literally, but there is literally no structure to this podcast. And maybe you could say that's a good thing. Maybe you could say that's a bad thing, but it is. I guess there is a structure. The structure is me. The structure is me just not getting any ideas beforehand and just going into this totally blank and just talking for an hour. But I like doing this. I think it's fun. It's kind of like a challenge that I just have to talk for an hour, and I get to exercise my voice. So as I was saying, I go to the first liquor store. I got some beer. I got a quart. I got a pint. And I was like, all right, I don't want to be buying too much because they're going to be like questioning, like, why are you buying all this alcohol? Are you buying it for minors? And I was like, you know, I don't want to have to deal with this question. So it's like, okay, dude, we got to drive into town. So we go into town, well, the other town that's by our university town. And I go to the next liquor store, and I am getting another quart and some coolers. And I'm in there looking for coolers. And I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking. And by this time, it's been like an hour and a half since I decided to go. I left at 2:30 to go over to my friend's room, and then from there we were going to go. So by this time, it's probably close to 4 o'clock. And I'm like looking for the coolers, and I'm like, does this place not sell coolers? Like, that is such horrible service. What is this? I'm looking around for like 10 minutes, and I don't want to ask because I'm going to look weird because I'm buying coolers and I'm a guy. So I just go ahead. And I'm like, okay, well, whatever. And then I'm like, wait, I wonder if it's in the back fridge. I wonder if it's in the beer fridge. Because usually all they have in the fridge is beer. But it's like, well, maybe, just maybe, they would have coolers in there. Surprise, surprise, they did. So I wasted like 10 minutes in there. So by this time, it's, it's late. And basically, moral of the story is I just went on like a two-hour drive to get alcohol for my friends. So I guess I'm a nice guy. But you know what? I don't want to, I mean, they'll pay me back, right? But, you know, I don't want to have anyone stranded on liquor. You know, I know what it's been like if you're going out partying and you need liquor and you don't have it. It's pretty bad. You know, you're pretty sad. You're like, oh, all my friends are having fun and I can't have any fun. I got to sit home and record a podcast in my underwear. By the way, that's true. I am in my underwear, and I'm not going to lie. My wiener was just hanging out. That's really awkward. But that's really unprofessional. Why would I say that? What would possess me to say that? I don't know. It's just random fact. It's not sexual. Everybody has a wiener unless they don't, then they probably have a vag, and you know, we all have them, so it's not that big a deal. It's really not that big a deal. I think people should. Okay, here's what I really think. I think I don't get how girls aren't allowed to walk around topless. And I could already hear someone say like, "Oh, that's disgusting. Why would you say that?" Well, what's the difference between a guy and a girl walking around naked? Well, with they're shirtless and braless. What is the difference? The girl has boobs and the guy doesn't? Okay, well, like, what are boobs? It's like, what is a boob? Is it you're your boob. Well, what is a breast? I'll say, is it your boob area, but it's a girl, or is it like just like in your boob area and it's like a layer of fat? So in that sense, everybody has boobs. Like I don't really have boobs because I'm not like overweight. But if you're an overweight dude, you kind of have boobs. So what's the difference there? I think that's a little crazy. And what's even more ridiculous is the fact that it's illegal. Did you know that? Is that in a lot of places, if a girl is walking around topless, like that's illegal. That is illegal for her. And she will get like put to jail. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me either. Well, maybe not put to jail. It's probably like a bylaw. So like you're not allowed to, but you just get fined. But like some really overweight dude can walk around with his man titties. It's like, I don't want to see that. And I mean, really, like why do you want to discourage boobs? I mean, who came up with that law? Let's be honest here. Is number one, a girl, it's like, who had no boobs and was like, oh, these sluts can't be wearing have their boobs out. Or it was some fat dude who was jealous that he couldn't get any girls and he couldn't see any boobs. So he's like, well, if I can't see boobs, no one can see boobs ever. And then he just kind of made them illegal. But look, I'd be like, if I saw a girl walking down the street topless, I'd be like, cool, good for you. I support you. Wouldn't judge. I mean, if it was in the winter, I'd be like, are you stupid? But I mean, I might give a look, but I'm sure a girl would look at a guy walking down the street topless. But yeah, that's not a big deal. I mean, most guys wouldn't really do that because it's like, oh, it's a little weird. But they have the option there, is what I'm saying, if they want to do it. By the way, this is starting out pretty awful, I must say. Oh, my friend's coming down. Corey. Corey was on the podcast, actually. You guys remember Corey. Corey's a really good guy. He actually, Corey was, what was Corey? Corey was voted just today, actually, team 1 all-star for linebacker in the province. So that the province is like a state. So like, he's pretty freaking good. Like they take 12 players from defense, or I guess it would be 11 in the States because we have different rules in football in Canada. And of all the linebackers, like you have 3 options. Like there's 3 linebackers in Canada. Like a normal defense has 3. So of all the linebackers, he was the best of his position, which is middle linebacker, and he's in grade 11. So next year, he's going to be ham. I want to try to convince him to come to my school. I mean, partly because like he's my really good friend and I want him to play. But I think, well, I mean, we're not the greatest, but I don't know. Maybe if he came, we'd be really good. I think, man, when you like best in the league in grade 11, like what does that say for next year? I'm really excited for the guy. Like he was my rookie when I was in grade 12, and he was as good as me. And by the end of the year, questionably better. And I was in grade 12, like I was a senior, and I was a senior. He would be like grade 10, so that'd be a sophomore, and he was just as good as me. Really, really crazy. So I mean, I hope the guy does well. He's actually if he does well enough, he might be able to come onto the podcast. It's we're 15 minutes. It'll be pushing it because he's got like a 45-ish minute drive. Okay, so now that I am out of topics, wow, I guess I really didn't prepare myself. You're probably looking at it and you're like, why is there a butt? It's electro and dance club house music. Thank you very much. So I got a couple things I want to talk about, but you know what I really want to go into right now is Ask Reddit. I want to have a sexual part. Where's Ask Reddit? There's Ask Reddit. We got to get a not safe for work one. Mankind's worst invention ever. There's not safe for work. Why don't we just go NSFW? Yes. Oh, and we got to limit my search to Ask Reddit, because that would be, yeah, limit my search to Ask Reddit. Okay. What is something that actually offends you? Have you ever paid for a male escort? How was it? That might be good. What's the most pornish encounter you've ever had in real life? You ask another culture or race, anything. Reddit, what was the worst thing you did as a horny teen? Oh, I like that one. All right, we're reading this one off. This is going to be good. So here again, we have the As you all know, I'm sure I think this is our third segment of this on the podcast. This is Patrick Reed's Not Safe for Work Ask Reddits. Okay, Reddit, what was the worst thing you did as a horny teen? When I was in 6th grade, before everyone had a digital camera, I had a 7th grader scan her pussy and send it to me. Wow, that is hardcore awesome. Masturbated while tubing down a river. My family was 200 yards behind me. The guy goes below, they stayed back on purpose. They knew, dude. They knew. Okay. I masturbated on an airplane. That was cool, I guess. I don't know why. Oh, hijacking. Wow. You get an upvote for that. Oh, it's been archived. Okay. This is 6 months ago. So here you go. Here, I'm going to scoosh this over a little bit just so you guys can see part of my amazing gameplay. That's really not good at all. It was all I had this week. Was really young, right before I really learned to properly fap, but still exploring sexual stuff. I would do anything like hump my pillow or carve a hole into a Nerf ball for my wang. All that was well and good until I tied my dick to my chair and then proceeded to trip over a stuffed animal, almost ripping my dick off. All that was well and good until I tied my dick to my chair and then proceeded to trip. Oh my god. How is that supposed to go? I don't understand. All right. Got an in-house suspension, which is when you have to sit in room all day after school rather than stay at home. The room I had to stay in was attached directly to the vice principal's office. It had nothing in it except for a table and chair. Oh, in-school suspension. Okay, yeah. So you have to stay at school, but you're like trapped, basically. I was supposed to be doing homework all day. After a few hours of doing nothing and no one checking in on me, I beat the shit out of my dick and came on the carpet. Oh. I once tried masturbating with Neapolitan ice cream bar. Not sure why I thought it would help, but I did it anyways. Neapolitan is a classic amateur mistake. Chocolate is too sticky and has a low melting point. Start with vanilla and work your way up from there. When I was 12, I used anything I could get my hands on to masturbate. Pens, hairbrushes, handles, and most memorably marbles. I would just let them roll all around. I was a weird kid. Ew, okay. Received a BJ from my best friend's sister while I slept on an adjacent couch. I stayed over at their house a lot after that first time. At first I was like, damn, that must have been awesome, until I realized my GF is my best friend's sister. I don't know, whatever. Figured my GF while parents were in the room. Jerked off on a plane. Jerked off on a plane. It had internet on it, but they blocked all the porn sites. But they didn't block Facebook. Rookie mistake, American fucking Airlines. Oh, this is why I love Reddit. Oh my god. There was this girl I had a crush on when I was 13 or 14 I sat side in class. She had this habit of biting on her pen. I remember we were joking one day about how gross it was that she bites on her pen because she bit a hole in it. You could see her spit starting to collect in the tube of the pen. About an hour of that, I grabbed the pen from her desk, emptied all the saliva from it onto my dick, and jerked off using her spit as lube. After I returned the pen to her desk. That is literally the most fucked up thing I ever did sexually. I remember I felt guilty about it for days, having went to Catholic school. Okay, comments. You didn't fill the crevice back up with your jizz. Get your shit together, man. That Reddit is like seriously one of I would say my favorite website on the internet, maybe even over YouTube now. As like a YouTube producer or a content producer, it's really hard to get into other YouTubers now because number one, I see everything, like what they're doing and why they're doing, like not just like, oh, he's asking for likes, because everybody knows that, but it's so obvious when a guy is faking a video to me, like, and honestly, every single video you watch from like a decently sized YouTuber is at least exaggerated. Mine's exaggerated, like just everything. It can't not be exaggerated. Like this is exaggerated. I don't sit down and talk like this with many people. You know what I mean? So everything is exaggerated, but it's really easy to just see a guy who's playing a game and it's not real. It's really easy to tell really little things that like the normal viewer might not know about YouTube. So for me, I don't know. I find it hard to get into guys unless they're really genuine. And the only guy I really watched was Woody's Gamertag, which made a lot of people say he's like such a scumbag, but he just kind of talked about stuff in a genuine way, and I really liked that. And that's what I miss about YouTube. Back, like nobody does Call of Duty commentaries anymore, and that was what I used to watch, is just someone sitting down and talking. And now I've kind of moved on to podcasts because that's all I have left. There's no one makes Call of Duty commentaries anymore. It's just funny moments. Like I used to really like KYR Speedy, and then I kind of unsubscribed because I got tired of his videos. And then I came back to him when I was a YouTuber, and I was just like, oh, like this is all not fake. It's not fake. He's having a good time and he's playing it, but it's not real. You know, it's not real. He's not just getting on his Xbox and just playing with his friends. And I'm not taking a dig at all at KR Speedy. He is such a genuine human being, and I really do support him. I think he makes great content, and this is just for any YouTuber. This could apply to anybody. I watch them, and it's like, you know, like this is funny moments, and even I made a funny moments video. You know what I mean? So it's like how hypocritical of me, but for me, anyways, just watching a YouTuber, it's like, yeah, you know, you're playing the game, and maybe that is your genuine reaction, but you're not just happen to be recording while you're playing. You know, you're going out and you're looking for weird moments that you get gameplay of. And like I said, you know, he does it, every other YouTuber does it, I do it. So I'm not saying like it's immoral, but it's just when you know that it's like that, it just, I don't know, it just takes away from it, and I don't really like it. I guess a lot of the YouTube stuff now is kind of geared towards a younger audience, and maybe I've grown out of it. I still really like Only Use Me Blade did a commentary the other day, and it was like, wow, this is sweet. I loved it. So it's not like, I guess I still kind of watch the people that I always watched is my thing. So, whoa, what? I seem to have found Lucy. Oh, my friend has LSD. I just got a snap. That's really professional. Here, okay, here we go. I am recording a podcast right now and taking a snap at the exact same time. That's kind of cool, I guess you could say. So there we go. What up, everybody? There we go. You know what? I'm gonna. Oh, there you go. There you go. That's kind of cool, I guess you could say. So there we go. What up, everybody? There you go. Right now and taking a snap. Oh, it didn't record the last bit. So okay, we're gonna do this again. All right. So we are recording a podcast right now. What is up, people of Snapchat? As we record this podcast, that's pretty cool. I like it. Double. We are recording there we go. Podcast right now. There we go. Okay, who do I send that to? This is so like unprofessional, but it's just chill, man. It's just chill. You know what? I'm gonna hold off on sending that to anybody. But there you go. There's the snap. I'd love to get like what that snap is into the video so you guys could see like my setup right now because it's going on sick. But anyways, what I was saying about the whole YouTube thing is just like I don't know. I can't find any YouTubers I like anymore that I feel are like legitimate. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Almost every prank channel is fake. And I know it sounds surprising, but they're like all fake. Anything that's ridiculous is fake. I think of a legit guy, Loff, Andrew Hales. He is pretty legit. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's 100%, but he is pretty legit. But the thing is with him is he doesn't do wild stuff. Like he'll go up to someone and ask like, "Hey," well, not even like, "Hey, I want to have sex." It'll be something along the lines of. Like really awkwardly asking someone if they want to go on a date. That kind of stuff's legit. Like he's definitely a legit guy, and I really do like his content now that I say that. But if I could just tell it's even kind of fake, it's like, man, maybe, I don't know, maybe I should try to make my own content around that, because like the funny moments thing, I always try to do it. I do a 50 ways to die in Advanced Warfare, and like that is me playing, but sometimes it's like, okay, I want to go get this clip, like you just saw there, the gameplay, because this is the gameplay of when I got that tsunami, and I was like, oh, the tsunami's coming in. I was like, okay, well, that would be a good clip. But the thing is that's like kind of fake, you know what I mean? Because I'm going after it. I'm like, oh, I want to get gameplay of me dying from the tsunami. So in that sense, I guess it is kind of fake, but maybe I should try to be more legit. But there, look at that. We got to get some more gameplay up for you beautiful people. Oh, more riot gameplay. Perfect. All right, we're using the laser gun. We good here? Oh, this is probably the most unprofessional podcast I have done to date. I would absolutely say that this is the most unprofessional podcast, man. I've been having a rough old week, and I don't know if I talked about last week. It was after Thanksgiving week, 'cause that was a really hard. Well, here we'll talk about this. I don't know if I mentioned my week like a couple weeks ago. The week after Thanksgiving in Canada would be like the October 19th. Starting like then, I had like the worst week ever. So I had just broken up with my girlfriend of 4 years. I like officially broken up. We like had totally split things off. I was in like really big trouble with my parents. When I say trouble, like they were really like, not like, oh, you're in trouble, mister, but like they were pretty like freaked out about my behavior here at university, which honestly is not as bad as a lot of people, but I've always been like like, I mean, I don't really want to get into it, but like I don't want you guys to worry about me. Like most people I would say drink here like twice a weekend, and I probably drink once, sometimes twice. So it's not like I'm like going off the gears. I'm still making YouTube videos. My grades are still like, I have like mostly A's, but they're like, oh, it's just not like you, that kind of deal. Because I didn't really party that much in high school, but like I'm still, I would say, like below the average person. Anyway, so my parents were kind of like rattled about one night, and then what else happened? I had like a 2,500 page case report due, and that was awful. That was just awful. That took like 20 hours to do, and then there was just so much stuff, and I don't even want to get into it because it was just so shitty. I try to be personal with you guys on the podcast, but there's some things you just don't discuss, and that the rest of what happened that week is one of them. So it was a bad week. So last weekend was my birthday, and I did a podcast. I think it was Wednesday night, going the day into my birthday. So we'll talk about that a little bit. So Thursday night. Actually, I wake up Thursday, and our plan was to go back to university and kind of like not drink all day, but start drinking kind of early, just because this is my birthday. Just have a fun night, a fun day, and a fun night. And we ended up not getting there till like 7 at night because my friend had kind of gotten in an argument with his parents, and they weren't going to let him go till a little bit later. So that was unfortunate. We ended up getting here around 6 o'clock. We started drinking, and God, I don't want to get too in depth in this either, because like there's a girl and there's someone involved, and they probably don't want them to be up on the internet. So I won't really say much. But anyways, let's just, how do I even say this? Anyways, I just there's actually more than just a girl involved. There's a guy. Okay, so that wasn't even what I wanted to talk about. I was gonna say I had a really good night. I did have a really good night, but okay, let's just forget I even mentioned those two people. Okay, let's just forget I mentioned those two people. Thursday night, went out with my friends, had a really good time. I was dancing, laughing, first night at the bar, so it was pretty fun. The next day was Halloween. So, I mean, you can imagine Halloween at university is crazy. It was our reading week, so there was less than half of the population at Wolfville, or at Acadia, which is my university. It's in Wolfville. And even that was amazing. Like, I dressed up as, here, I could probably actually get it for you guys. Here, I'll go to Instagram. It was pretty funny. So here, I'll bring up my costume for you guys. Actually, it wasn't really that funny, but where's she at though? Okay, there you go. If you can see that, there's me. So we got Evan in the cowboy hat, Jake in just a normal suit, Andrew, my friend, he's like all dressed up as like a fitness guy. And there's me down at the bottom there. And I was dressed up. Well, I don't really know what I was dressed up as. Here, I was going for two things. So number one, I had a turtleneck and sunglasses. So Lonely Island turtleneck. There we go. Oh, that's not good. Lonely Island turtleneck and chain. There we go. I need a big. Oh, there we go. Here we go. There we go. You see these guys? I was kind of going like these. I had a white jeans on like them, but I had a purple shirt because I didn't have a blue one, and sunglasses as well. I didn't have the chain either, so I was going for them. And most people that asked me what I was knew the Lonely Island. They're like, Lonely Island, what's that? And then I'd start singing, I just had sex and it felt so good. So I did that. And then it'd be like, oh, those guys, yeah. I was like, oh, yeah, you get it now, right? They're like, oh, that's actually a pretty good costume. I'd be like, thank you. But then I started, so I started drinking out of a styrofoam cup because I didn't have any other cups to drink from. And I don't know if you guys know what lean is, but it's basically like cough syrup, Sprite, and Jolly Ranchers. And people drink it to like get high off of it. I've never done it, but I just happened to be drinking out of a styrofoam cup, and I had a purple shirt on, and lean is purple, so everyone started calling me lean, and they were just saying Pat is lean because I was like super chill, which apparently lean is like, and I was still like kind of party mode though, so everyone started calling me lean, and they're just like, Pat is lean. So that was I don't know, that's pretty funny. So Halloween was definitely a time, definitely a good time. I guess we went to a house party, danced around a bit more. I had fun, and that was all good. That was all good and said. And both nights, actually, I ended up sleeping with my friend who lives in the city. So we ended up sleeping together both nights. Like both nights were like, all right, bro. Yeah, it's like we had our plans sorted out. So it was okay. If both of us find girls, you go back to my place. Or no, if both of us find girls, I'm going back to my place. You got to go to her room. If I find a girl, I'll go to her room, you go back to my place. If you find a girl, I'm going to my place, you go to her place. And if neither of us get girls, we're just going to bed together. And both nights we ended up going to bed together. So it was cute. We cuddled. Oh, my friend texted me. Oh, that's too bad. Okay, so it's not like nice out anymore. It's dark now. He missed it. But yeah, so both nights we ended up not getting any girls because we're lame like that. I was hopeful for my birthday, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Anyways, so Saturday night, let's just say I shouldn't have drank that night, but I mean, my friends wanted to drink. I was like, okay, I'll drink, and I thought they wanted to go back out to the bars. Well, it turns out either one of them didn't have his ID, the other two didn't want to go to the bar. So we just started we were drinking quite a bit. And I was like, you guys just want to sit here and do nothing? Like that seems pretty boring. And I wouldn't have drank if I knew we were going to do that because that's lame. So this was, like I said, I said I normally only drink once a week, sometimes twice. This was the first time I've drank 3 nights in a row on a normal weekend on a weekend at Acadia. There's Frosh Week, which is you drink a lot, I won't lie, but it's kind of just associated. Everyone knows Frosh Week. You drink I drank 3 days in a row there. But my first normal weekend here, that isn't Frosh Week. I haven't done that. I haven't done a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. A lot of people do, but it's just not me. Just not the way I want to live my life. Don't want to get fat, and it just makes you feel poopy. But I was like, you know what? It's my birthday weekend and Halloween, so let's just do it. Let's just do it. So we were drinking, and then they're like, I don't want to go to the bar. I'm like, you don't want to go to the bar, so why are we drinking? They're like, oh, no, I just want to chill. I was like, well, why do we need alcohol to chill? Really, why do you need alcohol to go to the bar? But trust me, you do. It's a dirty bar. It's so dirty. If you're not drunk there, you just feel why am I here? You just notice everything. It's you see how dirty all the floor is, and you just care about all this stuff. It's oh, this is disgusting. Why am I here? Anyways, so I shouldn't have drank. Anyways, I did drink, and I ended up going to the bar by myself. And that was, it is what it is. But it's kind of, I shouldn't have done that. It was kind of dangerous to go. And I knew people there. Once I got there, it was fine. But it was just kind of sketchy. I really regret doing that now, and I don't think I'll ever do that again. Just you know, just going. You should just never go out by yourself. But like, I don't really want to talk about alcohol because I talked about that all last podcast. So anyways, that was my weekend. Anyways, my friend just texted me because he was, so my friend's pretty high right now. Well, he was really high like a little bit ago. Probably still pretty high off of marijuanas. And I said, go look outside and tell me how it makes you feel. Because it was like, okay, this, like, I'm sober right now. This is going to look absolutely crazy to this is gonna look absolutely crazy to him. But he just got my text now. Half an hour later, it's gone. It was like a 10 minute moment of sun starting to go down, but cloudy out, but not too cloudy. I don't know, guys. I don't know what it was, but it was beautiful. It was so beautiful. I wish it would look like that more. It's just, it was like really bright transit is what it was. It was like there was nuclear winter on the ground and you just couldn't see anything, like anything at all. I don't understand. Do you guys want to talk about Advanced Warfare? Because I can do that. I didn't really want to that much, but I'll share my thoughts on it. Okay, so this gameplay is like pretty early. I was like level 20. I didn't really know what I was doing. No, this is even earlier. This was my first game. Game you just witnessed, this is my first game of Advanced Warfare. So there you go. That's actually not bad. Excuse me. That's not bad. But the other game of Riot you were watching was not. I was like, oh my god, I'm tired. I'm gonna have to take a quick 15-minute nap. But not right now, obviously. I'm not going to take a nap and then return to the podcast. What do you think I am? Stupid? You think I'm silly? So, what was I just talking about? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to say this is officially probably the worst episode of the podcast. But, you know, the fact that this is so chill and we don't care, well, you know, we don't care about things. We can do this. I really think that this is not a great episode. Last weekend I went in raw, but I had ideas. This weekend I don't have any ideas, so we're just shooting whatever comes out of our mind. But I do want to talk about Advanced Warfare. And maybe you guys are like, oh no, I'm enjoying this. This is so just random and chill and cool. Because a lot of people like to listen to the podcast while they play video games. And that was like what I was thinking. Like I was actually not going to do this today. And I was going to go, like I said, and I was just going to upload like a quick zombie video. But I was like, no, you know, I'm sure people are going to be disappointed if there's no podcast this week. And like I said, this week, that's what I was going to talk about, wasn't it? Okay, well, we'll save Advanced Warfare. I was going to talk about like this week. So I kind of just ran into some problems with a girl. I won't say, but let's just say I ran into some problems with a girl, and that kind of got me like, I'd say upset and really nervous, we'll just say. 'Cause she may have had a boyfriend. Just kidding. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll just say it for what it is, but don't tell anybody. So that was really upset. Well, not really upsetting, but really I was like I was just mad at myself. I don't even want to talk about it. So this week was like, again, really crazy. And I was just, okay, Sunday was Advanced Warfare Day. So I wasn't even planning on staying up for Advanced Warfare because that other night I gone out 3 nights in a row. I was really hungover. And I was like, what am I doing? Like, I'm a YouTuber. I can't be doing this. But it was Advanced Warfare, so I didn't really care that much. Next year, I won't be able to do that because it's Black Ops 3. Oh my God. But this week, I did it. So Sunday, I was chilling. I was like gonna go to bed, and I was just chilling in someone's room for like 4 hours talking to them. And then I was like, okay, well, it's 12 o'clock. I may as well 12 o'clock Atlantic, which would be 11 Eastern. So I was like, I may as well just stay up the hour and play. So I ended up staying up an hour, and then playing with Adam, Two Pro Few Games, for like 2.5 hours. So I go to bed at 3:30 that night and wake up at 8. So that was wait, is that right? That'd be a 3:30. I guess I stopped playing at 3:30. Probably got to bed at 4, let's say. Probably like fell asleep at 4, like, because I had to go get ready for bed and all that stuff. So 4 to 8, let's say 4 hours of sleep that night. The night before I had gotten 6 and I was hungover. So that's good. The next day is a Monday and Advanced Warfare's out. So I stay up till, I'd say, how long did I stay up Monday? Well, damn. I want to say 12, maybe. I think 12 sounds about right. By the way, look at, I'm level 7, and this is my first game. 35 and 42. I was pretty happy. I was impressed with myself. Anyways, so I'm gonna say I got maybe 8 hours of sleep the next day, which is good, but when you're already like 6 hours behind, it's not that good. Next day is a Tuesday, and Tuesday, what did Tuesday entail? Tuesday my friend got really high and wanted to hang out, and I ended up hanging out with him till like 12:30. Even though I had it wasn't even grinding that night. It was just like the night before was just YouTube, but that night like my friend had got really high, and I just kind of wanted to stay with him, make sure he was well, and just kind of give him company and all that kind of stuff. So that was Tuesdays, 12:30. So there's like 7.5 hours, and I usually get 9 hours of sleep. I'm not an 8er, I'm a 9er. I like my sleep. I'm kind of going out of the phase, but I still got to get my sleep. So that happens. And the next night, let's just say I had some conflicts with a person, and I had to sort them out. And I ended up going to sleep till about 2:30. Well, the next day I had to go to the gym early. Oh, right. Tuesday I went to bed at 12, but I woke up at like really early to go for a run, so I had even less sleep that day. I said 8, but it was really like 7. Right. Okay, I thought there was another day. Okay, yeah. So then Wednesday I was up super late with sorting some issues out. And I woke up again because that was a Thursday. The next day was Thursday, and Thursday's the day I wake up early to go to the gym. So I woke up at maybe I woke up at 9. Oh, but I was up till like 2:30 talking. I didn't get to bed till 3. So that was like another 6-hour night. And then Thursday was my best friend's birthday. So we had to go to the bar. Didn't end up going out to the bar, but I still ended up staying up until 1 o'clock somehow. I don't know, right? Because normally I go to bed early, but for some reason I ended up staying up till 1. And then I woke up at, again, like 8. So another 7-hour sleep there. So the most amount of sleep I've had is 7. I've had somewhere between 7 and 4 hours of sleep every night. And now tonight we're celebrating my best friend's birthday because we didn't want to go out last night because it was a weekday. So probably not going to get to bed till like 1 or 2 tonight, and I'll probably sleep in till maybe 8. But my friend's coming down, and I'm going to sleep with him. Well, hopefully not, but I probably see it happening because I'm just lame like that, and girls don't like YouTubers. I wish I was like famous on something else of all the things. Like if I had a pranking channel with 125,000 or 445,000 subscribers now that I say it, people would think that's so cool. They'd be like, oh my god, your videos are so funny. But just dudes like my videos, just dudes, you know. It's like, I mean, it's cool, but you know, there's some cool chicks who will be like, oh, that's really cool. Like, yeah, I know it's gaming and I'm not into that, but like, that's cool that you have that many subscribers. It's like, oh, well, thank you. You're cool as hell. But most girls are like, oh, you're a nerd. Or they won't even say that because they're just so offended that I would even make YouTube videos. But, so tonight I'm probably going to be out late and up no later than 10. So, going to be another late night tonight. And then Saturday, I don't think I'm going to go out. I don't want to. Everybody else wants to because it's the university and everyone wants to drink every day. But I think I'm going to have to pass because I'm pretty tired. Have you ever taken a nap at 10:30 in the morning? I did today. I woke up, went to class. I went to class at 9, like I said. Woke up at 8. I guess 9:30. Woke up at 8-ish. Went to bed, or, did my thing. And I came back from class and I took a 15-minute nap. I've been up for 2 hours and I already needed a nap for my day. And truthfully, after my second class, I wanted to go nap again, but I went to the gym because I was a good person. But basically what I'm saying is, man, if you get to the point where you need to nap after being awake for 2 hours, you need to reevaluate your sleep schedule. And that's what I need to do. But I mean, it was just it was a perfect storm of not getting any sleep because my friend decided to get way too high 2 nights, so that kept me up. Advanced Warfare came out, and then there was, one night of chilling in a person's room waiting for Advanced Warfare, which is also Advanced Warfare, so never mind, that's the same night. But then there's that other night that I had to settle some things out with somebody. So just the perfect storm of me not getting enough sleep. And honestly, I'm surprised I'm in such a good mood as I am. Actually, I went to the gym today, which I gotta say, guys, if it kind of depends on your age, but if you're anything over like older than like 15, 16, I recommend get exercise like at least 3 times a week and try to do it every day if you can. it's amazing, man. Yesterday, I was in a horrible mood because Wednesday I had run into this issue with these people. I just felt so bad about myself, and like I kind of like I didn't. It wasn't really my fault, but yeah, I don't want to get into it. But I'm just saying, like, I guess I'm not a bad person. I didn't. God, I don't want to talk about it. Let's just look. I didn't do anything wrong, but I'm just like a conscious person, and I felt bad about it anyways because I was there. It's so hard to say. It's so hard to say. It's so hard to say without saying. Anyways, I've said a lot of ums, which I apologize for. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry. So as I was, oh my God, I'm so unprofessional right now. As I was saying, was really bad mood on Thursday, and I had an hour and a half between my next class and my next class. I didn't want to go to the gym. I'm so tired. I'm so stressed over this situation. I feel so bad. I don't want to go to the gym. I made myself go to the gym. I was at the gym. I didn't want to be there. Hated it. Halfway through, I started enjoying it a little bit. By the end of it, best mood ever. Feeling great. Today, exact same situation. Not so much stressed about the situation anymore. I just say, you know what? Not my problem. I didn't do anything. I don't care. But I kind of needed people to tell me that, and I needed to hear that because I just felt like a bad person because I was there. So I was just really tired today, really over this week. And I guess I guess I just really was not feeling the gym again today. And I went with my friend, which was great. And we went to the varsity gym where the athletes go, and it has like bench press and weights, really good stuff if you're really into lifting. Like if there's anybody here listening that likes to do deadlifts or cleans or any like real good exercises, not just like curls and silly stuff like machines and stuff like that. If you're into anything like that, you would love this gym. It's just like bare bones, hardcore, metal plates. They tell you to drop the weights, that kind of gym. And it's great. And I go there, just great workout. I leave. I'm like, man, what was in me that didn't make me want to go? Like, I feel so amazing now, so happy that I worked out today. And I've talked about this before, but this is what I believe, is that everything balances out to zero. All the feelings of goodness will be counteracted by all the feelings of badness in life, and everything balances out to zero. And how I know this is I'm at university now, and I've never been so stressed out in my life, and I've never been as miserable as I have been in my life, but I've also never been as happy as I have been at my life here. Everything is so much fun. I love being able to hang with my friends all the time, getting good grades. Everything's great. Well, I'm not getting good grades in one class, but I shouldn't say nobody is. I shouldn't be making excuses, but it's a very hard course. But everything else, I'm either A's or B plus, and then I got one course I got a C. But it's like 3 A's, a B plus, and a C. That's pretty good for your first semester, I gotta say. I'm really happy with myself. But everything is like right now, it's like highs and lows, and all the highs and lows, if you put them together, they cancel each other out, and it makes zero. If you're really chill, like I used to be back like in grade 8 and 9 and junior high, I was so chill. I didn't care about anything. I was never like really that ecstatic about anything ever. It was like, everything's fine. Sometimes a little low, sometimes a little high, but really, I was kind of like straightforward all the time. And now I'm like way more stressed out, but then at the same time, everything equals out to zero. Doing a project sucks, but the relief of finishing it feels amazing. Going out partying is fun, but waking up the next day hungover is not. It's just like everything equals out to zero, no matter what you do. So all the pain in your life is going to be equal to all the happiness. But I have a theory that people who work out, people who work out are more happy and more calm. There's no like debating it. Like the people I know that work out are consistently in better moods and happier than the people I know that don't work out. And the same applies for people who eat healthy. I find more correlations with people who work out and eat healthy. Like it kind of amplifies. People who just eat healthy seem better mood, but I think people who work out and eat healthy, they're just so clearly more positive about things. Like if someone will get pissed off at them. They won't freak out in this negative way that other people like to do. They won't go, like if someone tells them to turn the music down, they won't go, well, why don't you fuck off, you crazy bitch? It's not my fault that the music's playing. I just listen to my music. It's your fault. People don't do that when they regularly exercise because they're so chill. Because here's the thing, is everything equals out to zero. And this is, oh my God, it's taken me like 45 minutes to find my groove, but I finally picked it back up. Everything equals out to zero. So do you want all the inputs coming in you of like some girl getting mad at you and you not getting a good grade to be the low points? Or do you want it to be something productive, like the pain of working out? And working out is painful. It hurts. I was here at the gym. I hadn't done deadlifts, which is basically just lifting up the weight, in like 6 months. And my friend was doing deadlifts. I was like, hey, can I join in? I was like, lifting like 225 pounds, which isn't really that much. But if you're not doing it for a while, is more than I probably should have done. Oh no, that's the end of the gameplay again. Unprofessionalism at its best. World at war. Nope. Sure. There's some zombies gameplay for you. There we go. We're getting back into it. Now that we got zombies, now we're back into it. Whoa, it's so weird. I haven't played zombies in so long. It's so weird not seeing a hit marker when you hit them. Oh my God, that looks so weird. Anyways, so like I'm saying, everything equals out to zero. So stress, if you're going to be really stressed, that's pain right there. Stress is pain. Any unpleasant moment in your life is pain. And when you work out, that is your pain. That is the pain that you get. So you've already gone through the pain that you're going to receive. And it's kind of like everything is good. So everything is equaling out to zero, but the badness that you're getting, the sadness, the unhappiness is productive. You're working out, you're keeping your body healthy. And that's what I mean, is everybody I know that works out seems to be in a much better mood. And after they work out, like me, it's like I'm a different person. Get some serotonin flooding into your brain, a little bit of dopamine, melatonin. No, not melatonin. That is the wrong chemical. I'm stupid. That is helping you sleep. But you get some chemicals in there, and it's just like you're a new person. So I don't know. It's really, it is really interesting, and I recommend that you exercise because, I mean, if you're young, like probably just if you're not in high school yet, like probably just play sports, and if you're in high school, play sports. But there's something about exercising on your own terms and doing it consistently. And I guess at a young age, I didn't really do that. I didn't start working out till I was like 16 for football. But once you start working out on your own terms, your own discipline, like maybe you like running. To me, running doesn't give me the same effect as weightlifting. Weightlifting is my thing. Weightlifting is just my therapy. I literally say I need some lifting therapy right now. And I'm not strong. I'm not big. I don't even lift. But lifting, like I do like real lifts, like bench, deadlifts, cleans. Actually, I don't really do cleans anymore, but snatches, all that kind of stuff, pull-ups, that's lifting, right? ain't no CrossFitter here, ain't no CrossFitter. So I mean, it is what it is. And for me, it is weightlifting. But for some people it's running, for some people it's yoga. I like yoga, it makes me feel good. There's a whole bunch of things it could be. But what I'm saying is just working out on your own terms, doing something that you really enjoy, biking maybe, anything. It's really good for you. And I recommend, like, if you're over 16, dude, just start working out. Get in the habit, because honestly, you should do it for the rest of your life. And that's a hard thing to understand, because when I was little, I hated working. I was like 15, 14. It's like, man, like I just can't find the motivation. And then football, I got into high school and I was like, okay, I got to step my game up. I just started going every day. And now I'm kind of like, after football ended, I kind of lost a little motivation, but I'm finding it again now that I'm at university. So in high school, I ate really healthy, but here it is so hard to eat well. Even when so today for supper, I had rice, vegetables, and chicken. Doesn't really get much healthier than that unless you're going hardcore and you're saying like no rice, because that's a grain. But really, that's a pretty healthy meal. I'm not saying it's a 10 out of 10, but it's at least like a 7 or an 8 out of 10. You should feel good, especially got some steamed vegetables going there. I felt like balls afterwards. I don't know what it is, but here, like, the food just doesn't make you feel good. Salad doesn't make you feel good. You eat a salad, you don't feel like you just had some nice healthy vegetables. You just feel like more crap in the tank. I don't know what it is. So here, I kind of just really, like, it hit me like, man, I really got to work out because I don't want to get fat. Because once you get fat, it's really hard to not be fat anymore. You notice how skinny people are skinny forever? Well, not always skinny. People aren't always skinny forever, but like once you get fat, it's really hard to lose that weight because your body has all, this is what they say anyways, and it makes sense to me. Your body has all these like fat cells built up now. So like once you start taking in food, they just fill right up. But if you don't make them, it's really hard for them to start in the first place. So exercise, eat right, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're going to end the podcast there, about 55 minutes. That was, like I said, a really random episode. Not even sure if it was good, but you know what? I don't want to say I did this, it came out, and there's your podcast, because I really hope that was entertaining, but I just didn't, like, I didn't even want to do this because I was just in such a weird situation, and I just felt like emotionally a little unstable. But then I went to the gym today, and I'm feeling better, so I guess there's your podcast. So there, the reason you got a podcast was exercise. That's the only reason. If I hadn't gone to the gym today, I would not be sitting here talking. I would be like, nope, I'm bringing them a zombie video. Sorry that I didn't bring you a zombie video today, but there's a little bit of zombies at the end of here. Also apologize for my awful Advanced Warfare gameplay. I know I suck at multiplayer, but I'm an objective player, so I'm not going to get like 50 and 10s or anything like that. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching the podcast. I love you. And I'll talk to you next week. Maybe I should try to get a guest next week. I don't know. You guys seem to really like the solos, so we'll see. I'll see how I'm feeling. Anyways, guys, talk to you later. Bye. I love you.